Hi, this is Deborah Christofferson. I play Sue Blevins on 911. You're listening to Fandom Family Chats.
Welcome back to Fandom Family Chats. I'm Tiffany,
I'm Eve.
and tonight we are talking 911 and 911 Lone Star. 15 episodes in already. Pretty good season so far. I like this season.
Yeah, it's been a bunch of really good episodes, so.
Yeah. This first rescue they did, where the guy breaks in and then sets himself on fire, I don't think that was his plan. Just a guess.
And you know what? It was so surprising that that's how it went down, because I was very confused throughout the whole thing, because it was this guy, it was an accountant, I'm guessing is what he is, talking to his wife, and he's at the office, and I'm thinking, what's the, our typical, what's the emergency gonna be? And I wasn't sure what I was thinking, but it was not a man breaks in and sets himself on fire instead of the building. I mean, he was surrounded by heaps of paper. So you'd have to be pretty darn stupid to miss all of that and light yourself on fire. I mean, I'm just guessing. I've never set myself on fire, so I'm not sure how hard or easy it is, but it sounds like you'd have to be pretty dumb to do it.
It's true. We don't actually have a basis to go on because, never actually set ourselves on fire, so.
I have read a lot of dumb criminal stories, though, so. And this does sound like one of those dumb criminal stories that you read about in the newspaper or hear on, your morning radio show.
This has got to be one of those Florida man stories.
Oh, God.
They always start out Florida man or Florida woman.
Weird stuff happens down in Florida.
I don't know what's in the water down there, guys, but
Maybe
need to get that under control. I also liked when the car just drove right into the. I was going to call it a funeral, but she wasn't technically dead, so.
Well, it was a funeral, but it was a living funeral?
Fake funeral. I've never even heard of those. Is that a real thing?
I think so. It was done on another show that I watched. I can't remember what else it was done on, but there was another show I watched where someone was doing a living funeral. Like they were talked into doing a living funeral, and then they found out that she wasn't actually dying and they cured her or something. And it was really awkward because she'd just been spilling her heart and soul out to everybody there and everything. I can't even remember what show it was. If you don't remember, it has to be something that isn't one of our groups. I don't remember what show. Maybe it was Grey's Anatomy. It sounds like a Grey's Anatomy thing.
It really does sound like a Grey's thing. That's probably what it was.
Okay, I'll have to ask everyone else and see if they remember that, because now it's bothering me. But I mean, I can see it. If you know that, if you're dying, if you know that death is upon you, God, that sounded so ominous. But if you know that, it's coming, I guess, living, I guess it's a great way to, I don't know where I was going with this, but I don't know. I guess it's a great way to tie up loose ends, or.
I get it. I mean, it's weird because living funeral, it's just weird.
No, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, wait until I'm dead and gone before you start saying things about me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I'd rather have just a family reunion. I know I'm dying. Let's have a real quick family reunion. Y'all can do the funeral stuff after I'm gone. I don't want to hear what everybody would have to say about me. No, I don't. I don't want to hear what everybody would have to say about me. I thought about it for a second. No.
I don't think I need to hear any of that. You guys can wait until I'm dead, and then you can talk about me all you want when, there's not much I can do from, wherever it is I am.
That's true. Although I did like this rescue for one reason. Because Buck got to meet the death doula. Which, first of all, that's just a weird name, but it's cute. They were so cute together, though. I actually really liked her.
I love her and I want to see more of her.
Hmm.
She was really
Really be
into,
interested in Buck. I mean, not just the fact that, he technically died, but also him as a person. They seem
yeah,
to really hit it off.
he's a very fascinating person in a really good way.
He's also very nice to look at.
Yeah, he's real nice to look at and he's interesting. I mean, he's really got everything going for him.
He does. Oh, is that man still single?
He doesn't pick the right ones, I guess. I don't know. Well, he was with Taylor for a while, and
Yeah.
then she kind of.
She was okay at first.
I liked
She
her.
kind of
Well,
screwed it up.
I didn't like her at first, and then she grew on me, and then we hated her, and then she left.
Really wasn't sad to see her go. I was really sad, though, when Eddie took Christopher to visit his mom's grave.
That was
I mean, there was a really sweet moment with them, but still, it was really sad.
it was bittersweet. This whole um this part of the episode with Eddie and Christopher, it's making me wonder what's coming up for them, like what big storyline is coming up for them, because they were talking about Christopher's mom, which they don't do terribly often, and there was this they made a big deal about showing him talking to his mom on the phone and wanting, trying to figure out when they can come visit, and they can't because there's a field trip coming up and it wasn't on the calendar, which I'm right there with him. If it's not on my phone calendar, like it ain't happening. If it's not on my calendar, I am not going to show up. But I don't know. I just wonder what's coming up. Like if there's some kind of emergency that's about to come up, like with his parents, or
That's what it seems like. Something with his mom, maybe. He's really close with his mom, too.
I just need them. I say this about everyone though, like, leave him alone, leave him alone, leave her alone, leave him alone. And now there's like no one left for them to like to pick on.
Like, I know these shows wouldn't be as exciting without all the drama, because that's literally the point of the show. But still, stop picking on our favorite people.
Yeah, I don't like sad Eddie. Leave Eddie alone.
Yeah, sad Eddie is not fun. But someone that really was fun this week was Athena. I really love watching her. She
Oh,
just,
and nothing phases her. I mean, yes, she was a tad bit confused when, the bodies were switched.
yeah,
Like I don't know, like nothing rattles her. She's just always very matter of fact, like, well, this is real weird. How did this happen? I'd be like, can we take like several steps back? Because you have a body that's not your body, and that's weird. And no one else seems to think it's super weird.
right? Like, she was the only one that seemed concerned that there was, one, a missing body, two, an extra dead body. Why is she the only one concerned about this? I would be very concerned about this.
Because that's three problems she has right now. She has a dead guy. She's got the dead guy is now missing, and she's got an extra dead guy. That's a lot of not very good things all in one situation.
Yes, but she handled it very well. She was cool and calm and collected the whole time, just like always, Athena.
Speaking of stupid criminals, though, how dumb was he to like he went back to his house, right?
Like, he watched the cops pull away before he snuck into his house. Really? Come on.
It's like it is I guess he really is that stupid.
Yeah.
But as soon as he like when he was sneaking into the house, I was like, no, Athena's in there waiting for him. And I was expecting her to like be sitting like on the couch or something and then click the light on and be like, we've been waiting for you.
Yeah, when he started walking in and doing stuff, I'm like, okay, I totally thought Athena was gonna just pop in right there. Where is she? Oh, gotta wait a minute. Okay, there she is.
You need to give her a second. What else? The other thing that was amusing about this storyline is that so he took some kind of something to like stop his heart to like mimic death basically.
Mhm.
But then as it turned out, the catch 22, I guess, is that it ended up giving him real heart problems, which is what killed him, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's not the smartest criminal either. This is like the
This was a
episode of dumb criminals.
Yeah, this was the Dumb Criminals episode, and I'm not complaining because Dumb Criminals are quite amusing, but some of them it just really like the sad thing is that there are real people who are this stupid and they contribute to society and they can vote and stuff.
Not much.
And it just I don't know, it makes me a little worried that these people are, walking around.
Although, Chim was pretty accurate in his when he said that two things are inevitable, death and taxes. Yeah.
Have you ever been audited before? Because it sounds so scary. And if I had to sit in front of that lady that they were talking to, like I probably would have peed my pants. Like that lady is terrifying. And she wasn't amused by anything they said. Chim was trying to make light of the whole thing, and she's just not interested. And eventually Maddie's just like, stop it.
I love Maddie and Chip together. They're the perfect combination of fun and serious and everything together. They go perfectly. They fit like a puzzle.
Yeah, and I just love seeing them get into these not so great situations, not dangerous situations, but I like seeing them get into these, issues so we can really see like how they each handle it because Chim is like the one who panics and then tries to make light of it so that he won't over panic, I guess. And then Maddie's just sitting there like, I'm calm. There's nothing we can do. So why worry? And I'm like, I wish I lived in that world, but sadly I do not.
Oh, I definitely would have been freaking out over a letter from the IRS, especially two separate letters to the same household.
And when they said they want to see them in person,
That's usually not good.
yeah, I'd be like, yeah, so is there like a Zoom option or, a phone call or something that's not like me having to go to a place?
In front of, especially if it's going to be someone like the woman they got, because no, thank you.
She was scary, right? Like
She really was.
I was scared of her and I was like, wait a minute, she's not real.
Like, Chim is hilarious. How could you not laugh at his jokes? Come on.
I was laughing,
I was
but
laughing too.
but I'm not a serious IRS lady, so I mean, what do I really know?
I mean, she works for the IRS, so she can't be that much fun.
Or
No offense.
terribly happy.
Yeah. That would probably that's one of those jobs that would just suck the life out of you.
I don't know. Jeanette's the accountant of the group, so maybe she can shed some light on it, but it doesn't seem like a terribly happy job.
Mm-mm. I don't like numbers or math and stuff like that. So yeah, I I for one definitely wouldn't like that job. But maybe someone that likes numbers or
I guess the good thing that did come out of it though is that their accountant friend from the beginning of the episode, who I guess he kind of owed them a favor, um, he had an interesting suggestion, which isn't all that interesting because we've kind of been waiting for a Chin Maddie marriage. I keep forgetting they're not married actually. Maybe that's why it was interesting to me. Because when he said you guys should just get married, I was like, oh yeah, they're not married. Okay.
well, I mean they bought the house, they have the baby, so you just kind of forget some steps along the way, I guess. I don't know. I think it's just so weird that both Chim and Maddie were just like, oh, like they've never thought of it. You've never thought of getting married?
Marriage. What is this marriage you speak of? What a novel idea. Tell me more. How does this work?
It's like, why are you both shocked by this? You've been together for how long now? The time that you were apart does not count. You've got this beautiful baby girl, brand new house. Neither of you has thought to get married?
They've been through the ringer on the, in-law side of things, both sides of the family. So, I mean, they practically are married. They just need to make it official.
I'm thinking we might get some sort of proposal next week. I'm hoping.
Oh my God.
Although
It better
from
not
the
be
preview, all the suggestions that they were giving to Chim, my God, no, don't use any of those.
And I love how they were saying those are just potential calls, because at the same time I was thinking, is he just taking inspiration from like every single call that they've been on? Because that doesn't seem very wise.
That is not Maddie. She does not want that. I think Maddie would be happy with him giving the ring to G to give to mommy. Just something simple. She doesn't want all the
I think
dramatic
he'd be
flair.
happy with a, hey, let's go down to the courthouse and sign papers and yay, now we're married. Like, I think she'd
Right?
be happy with that.
Yeah, she really would. She's not picky. They're meant to be together. They know they're meant to be together.
Let's do it already.
But we want to see the wedding.
Yes, we want to see a wedding,
I don't even care if
but
it's a
we
courthouse
also,
wedding. It's still cute. I just want a wedding.
yeah, we want a wedding in whatever form they decide to do a wedding in.
We will be nice and let them decide.
Well, and then there's the landfill fire. So
Yeah, that looks interesting. There's like the whole landfill. They said it's on fire underneath, but there's like a person trapped in there. It looks interesting.
it is interesting. I'm wondering what the issue is, because I'm thinking, can we just like pull him out of the thing and then
Yeah.
there's no people in danger? You just have fire?
It's like this is a landfill. Does it really matter that much if it catches fire?
I guess if it spreads.
But
But it didn't
aren't
look like
landfills
it.
usually in just wide open empty spaces? I haven't been to many landfills.
Given my zero knowledge on landfills and how to fight fires, I'm pretty certain that this is how it should be done.
Is this not your expertise? Oh, my bad.
I mean, I watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy, One Chicago, and 911. So obviously I'm an expert when it comes to fighting fires.
Yes. But please, if my house is ever on fire, do not come help me.
Oh no, if your house is on fire, I'll be like, oh no, that sucks. Call 911.
Get her cats.
Save the cats.
That's about all of OG. I was really excited to see Lone Star this week,
I
but
was.
I was very glad that we got the conclusion of the whole kind of thing.
I love this whole episode. I love everything about this episode, and I was really excited to talk about it, actually.
This is a good one.
Yeah, well, can we start first with Paul and his pudding mystery? Because I was super confused, like, because I wasn't quite paying attention the first couple of minutes. I was like, well, what is going on? So, like, I went back and rewatched it. I was like, nope, it's still weird. And he's like grilling everybody, and they're like, well, maybe it was, I don't know, whoever it is from the other shift. He's like, no, because he always takes out the trash. Like, I'm really confused. Like, what does that have to do with him not eating your pudding?
Yeah, it was very confusing couple minutes there.
And then Carlos jumps in. He's like, I ate it. I was hungry, and I went in the fridge, and I ate your pudding. I'm like, what the heck is this?
He did not give a crap either. He's just like, I did it. I don't care.
That's what I love about Carlos. He just does not care. Like any drama that's going on, he doesn't care. He's just like, dude, I ate your pudding. Like, what's it to you? And everyone's sitting there, like Marjan is sitting there like, oh.
I just love how TK's like, of course it wasn't Carlos. He wouldn't do that. And Carlos like, it was me. TK's like, what? You've betrayed me.
You ate my friend's pudding.
That was just hilarious all around, watching everybody's faces. Okay, who knew Paul was like so good at solving mysteries? And why have they not had him solving all the mysteries on the show?
Okay, I was a little confused as to why Paul was pulled to do all of this. It makes me wonder if Owen was just like, you know what, dude, you're going crazy. You're causing problems here. Like, you need to come with me, and we're good. It's like what I do with kindergartners who are misbehaving. I'm like, hey, now that you're, whacking the crap out of everyone, I have a special job for you so you can stop hitting other people. Like, I felt like that's kind of what it was. He was like, you're causing problems. You're going to come with me, and you have a special job you're going to do. You get to play detective.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna have Carlos help. Like I thought that's what he was waiting for was Carlos. And then when he pulled Paul in, I'm like, Paul? What does Paul have to do with anything?
Granted, Owen isn't the brightest bulb in the pack, which we have firmly established, especially this
Over
season.
and over and over.
So I don't know. Maybe Owen observed this whole pudding thing and thought, hey, Paul's really good at solving mysteries.
Yes, the mysterious empty pudding cup has been solved. Whew.
Empty pudding cup, murder mystery, they're pretty much the same thing.
He was freaking fantastic at it. Like I did not see that coming at all.
I didn't really follow. Well, I understood what he like. I understood the conclusion that he reached, but then when he started explaining it, I was like, you don't need to explain it because now you're just making it more confusing.
Especially for Owen.
Yeah, poor
He was
Owen
in the
sitting there
hospital
in
bed.
and then it was like Kendra was like, "Yeah, even I got it."
He's like, do you get this? Did they only explain this to you once? Yep. Oh, okay.
Poor little Owen. But I mean that it was pretty interesting how it all went down though.
Hmm. I was wondering if somehow he did it to himself, and he did. It wasn't, I definitely didn't think that. I just thought maybe he like got himself trapped in the cryogenic cryo
Chirogenic? Cryogenic?
cryo
We
for
are
real.
we are relatively smart people. We just can't really say words. Um, no, at
That
first
machine thing, he got himself stuck. That's what I thought.
the cold machine thingy.
Yes, the cold machine.
No, at first I thought maybe he had purposely done something to himself to frame Kendra for, but then it ended up going too far. But nope, he was just trying to poison his wife with a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Which I
and when
think
they
he did poison her.
he did, yeah.
She's okay. Lindsay Kendra is okay.
I thought last episode that it was weird when they got called to their house because he was rotating her tires. This woman has how much money and you are rotating her tires? I thought that was weird. But when Paul figured out that he was cutting her brake line instead of rotating her tires, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Not gonna hire someone to do that.
Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to kill my wife. How much to cut brake pads on her car?
What?
Oh, that's not a service you offer? Never mind, forget I said anything. But I guess what kind of, started the ball rolling was poor little puppy.
Oh, the doggy, yeah.
He was poisoned. But it looks like
Was.
he took a trip to the vet. He's gonna be okay. I mean, a
Well, it's
man's
just sad
dead.
when it's the animals.
I mean, a man's dead and a woman was poisoned, but at least the dog's okay.
I wasn't too concerned about that man anyways. Seems like he had it coming. Kind of what you get when you try and kill someone else. Now you did.
Yep, karma is a you know what. Karma hit real quick on him.
Mhm.
Keep in mind, guys, next time, you try to kill somebody, I don't know. We're not actually suggesting that.
He definitely had that coming. I do not feel bad for him, not even a little bit. But, if there's anything we're going to take away from this week, it's going to be about Tommy, and it's that you do not mess with her.
Oh yeah, those ladies, speaking of people who had it coming, those ladies had that coming.
Oh, they did. I love that. I
Oh,
I loved that scene.
I loved Tommy's reaction when Grace was telling her about like what she overheard. And then Tommy just sits there and laughs. And poor Grace is like, I'm trying to stand up for my friend and I'm worried about her and she's laughing at me.
Poor Grace was trying so hard to get the answer out of Tommy if she slept with her boyfriend or not.
And
It's like, Grace, butt out. I get what you're trying to do, but stop it.
Grace, butt out. Second of all, this is Tommy you're talking about. As dumb as Owen is, like all of the smarts that were taken from Owen were put into Tommy because she's a pretty smart woman. Like she's not gonna steal anything. She knows what you're doing. She can figure stuff out.
Yeah. Grace was not very good at trying to cover up the information she was trying to get out of her.
I was really, really bummed when they decided to call it quits. So I was like, we got over the creepy twins and the devil daughter, and now you're calling it quits. Like, don't do that. And then Tommy just waltzed down that church like she owned the place.
She did. She really did.
And I love how she was telling off those ladies. She was like, you and you over there in the really weird hat whose name I can never remember.
Uh, I love Tommy. Yeah, I was really surprised when he started, or when he was ending things with her. And clearly she was surprised, just you could tell by the look on her face. But, it seems like the last place he was at wasn't so great to him. Also, his wife wasn't so great to him. That'll affect you a bit.
I think he's just been with the wrong people and in the wrong places.
Yeah. He seems to fit pretty good here, though. I mean, the congregation at his church, they all seem to love him.
I'm just really confused about where he thought that this relationship with Tommy was going to go because he was really upset that people were starting to find out. So I'm thinking, well, I understand if that you're upset that this has been found out because you're keeping it a secret, but for how long did you want this relationship kept a secret? Like, you've
Yeah.
met each other's kids. Well, obviously because he's the pastor, but still, like you've met each other's kids, like the kids know each other. Like, how long was this going to be a secret for?
Like, they have family meals together.
Like, where did you think that this relationship was going? Like, were you going to keep it a secret forever? Like, was Tommy supposed to just be your secret girlfriend the rest of her life?
Yeah, I was a little confused by that too.
Okay, I thought I missed out on something. I was like, I think I missed a major plot point here because that part doesn't make any sense.
It looks like she's definitely going to be staying at the church now, though.
Well, yeah, I would definitely be staying there after I just did what she. If I had, well, I mean, I wouldn't do what she just did because
Right.
that sounds scary to me. But yeah, I would hope she'd stay after what she just did because now she has to see the fallout.
Hey, but it seems that, Trevor was clearly impressed by what she did.
And he was very thankful.
Yeah, it looked like it.
And I love how it gets to the end and then Tommy just very offhandedly denies like whatever it was Grace was thinking about, and Grace is just looking at Judd like, what?
So I loved watching Grace's face when Tommy went up there and just started doing the sermon.
Like she was holding the baby, she's just like,
She's she's like,
Judd,
oh God.
take the baby. I think I need to go save my friend.
And then she's just sitting there, like, trying to cover her face up as much as she can. Like, we can see you.
In the meantime, I'm sitting there like,
Right?
this is the best thing I've ever seen on
I
this
am
show.
loving this. This might have been my favorite episode of Tommy ever.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments about how awesome Tommy was this episode, but like I didn't see any spoilers, but I did see a lot of people talking about how awesome she is. I was like, this is going to be a great episode because I already love Tommy to begin with.
Oh, yeah. Right. Poor Tommy. She's been through so much. I mean, she deserves to just be happy. She's already got to live with her creepy daughters.
Yeah, that's already hard enough. You were gonna make her live alone with her creepy twins the rest of her life? That sounds like cruel and unusual punishment.
Although I don't know if moving Trevor's daughter in with the creepy girls is any better. She was a little bit psycho herself in the beginning.
I don't know, maybe they can get all three girls their own house and they can just ride off into the sunset.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty concerned here. We are now 14 episodes in and we still do not have our Tarlos wedding. What's going on? Where's our wedding?
We also still don't have confirmation on whether there's gonna be a next season or not for either show,
Oh, that's right.
right? I think Jeanette sent something. Like she sent some article that was talking about how it could possibly be moved to another channel.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Fox is owned by Disney, right?
is it? I don't know.
I think so. It sounds right. Disney owns like most of the world. So
Disney owns like everything.
Disney owns everything. So if Fox is owned by Disney, like I'm pretty sure it is, then it could easily just be moved to something else, like I don't know, ABC or. But in any case, we need to have it renewed because it's been two really good seasons.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best seasons, I
Yeah,
think.
for both shows.
Yeah, both shows have been really good this season.
They keep
I
talking.
would be sad to see them go.
They keep talking about the Tarlos wedding, but I don't
Yeah,
think it's happening yet.
I know at the end of last season, they kept saying, you will get the wedding next season. We promise. Okay, well, we're getting close to the end here, people. I want the wedding.
Yeah, 15 episodes is on the high end of episodes as far as Lone Star goes because they don't usually do a lot of episodes per season.
Mm-mm.
It's like 15 is already like in, a lot of episodes for them. So we're definitely getting close to the end of the season. And I just need a wedding. And I
I
need
wonder if
a,
they're gonna make us wait till like the very last episode.
you know what? I can live with that as long as they give it to us.
Let's see. Oh, the first season only had 10 episodes. Second season only had 14. Jeez. Okay, third was 18. I don't like this. We're getting very close to the end.
So we have about maybe, I don't know how many episodes they're planning on this season.
Oh, I think there's only 2 left. According to IMDb, as of now, it's only showing us 2 more episodes for this season.
Well, that would sound about right. Anywhere from like 15 to 18 seems to be what they do.
Yeah.
We want weddings, Carlos, and then also Chim and Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
And also I need to find out how Chimney got his name. Random, I know, but they won't tell us anything. I feel like it's one of those things where they're like, okay, here's a storyline. There's a really good story behind where Chim got his name. Great. What's the story? Oh, I don't know yet.
We're only 4 seasons in.
No. This is the 6th season.
6. Oh, that's right. We're only 6 seasons in.
Like, wait a minute, what show is this?
Sorry. I'm still stuck on Lone Star.
Yeah, like I was telling you earlier, I keep getting the two shows confused because I feel like a lot of the characters are just so interchangeable. I keep forgetting who is on what show sometimes.
I have to sit there sometimes with the IMDb page up just so I can make sure I get all the names right for each show because the characters are so similar. I get them interchangeable sometimes. My bad, my bad.
We love our
Promise,
characters.
I love you all individually.
We just can't keep you all straight. Next week's Lone Star looks, ooh, it looks really good.
It does. I'm excited to see Grace doing some like undercover work, it looks like.
I'm not sure how she managed to talk Judd into doing that one, but
Right?
I'm pretty sure after this episode, that won't be happening again.
That was like my first thought when I saw her doing undercover work in the preview. I'm like, okay, how is your husband letting you do this?
Okay,
Like,
to be
no
fair,
way.
let's be honest. Who is in charge in that relationship? It's not Judd.
Definitely not. No, no. Gretch
You,
swears all the pants.
at least once an episode, we have Judd directing a yes ma'am at Grace. So if anything, Grace said I'm doing this, and Judd just said, well, we all know I have no say, so cool.
Looks like we're doing this now. Okay, guys.
The wife said she's going undercover, so this is what we're doing. But they're getting into an organ trafficking ring.
Mm-hmm. It's different for Lone Star.
That's
This
a,
is something we
yeah.
have not covered in any of the shows yet. It should be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's been done somewhere, but definitely not on a show like 911.
Mm-mm. No, because that, I mean, usually stuff like that, there's a lot of preparation and oh, like months and months worth of being inside the rings trying to get information. So it should be interesting. I'm really excited to see next week's.
Well, what I'm most excited about is that Grace is undercover this time and not Owen. I'm glad that you've agreed that we're done with that.
Yeah, he needs to stay away from any and all undercover work
Owen needs
forever.
to stop talking to strangers. That's what he needs to do.
Well, now that Kendra's husband is dead and it's been solved that she didn't kill him, I wonder if she's gonna stick around.
Do we like Kendra again? Did,
I
did
kind
we
of like her.
did
I
we
think
like,
her and Owen kind of go together pretty good.
I mean, she's really fun.
She is. He seems to really like her. I don't know. He's been so unlucky in love, so I want him to be happy, but
He needs somebody.
I like the woman. I mean, yeah, she seems to have bad luck with husbands, but maybe this one won't die.
Maybe this one won't die. Great, yeah, I love your positive outlook there. It's Rob Lowe, so he probably won't die. He should be okay. As long as he
Yeah,
doesn't
he'll be fine,
as long as he doesn't eat Paul's pudding cups, he'll be okay.
right? Jeez. Stay away
Although
from the pudding cups, everyone.
Owen probably doesn't eat pudding though, so I think he's safe.
Oh, that's true. It's got sugar in it and dairy and all of the things he does not eat.
And all those yummy, delicious things that he won't eat.
Yes, that's right. He likes monk fruit sweetening stuff. Yeah.
Weird.
Well, I'm excited to see what next week brings. And I
Yeah.
don't think we have very many episodes left.
Looks
which
like
makes
we're
me sad.
getting close to the end.
I know. I'm really hoping there's more than just those 2 episodes that IMDb is showing us, though, because
Sometimes IMDb just doesn't show everything. Like sometimes it'll show like maybe an episode or two out, but then no more than that. So that might not mean anything.
that's true.
I hope it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I'm not ready for it to go yet, especially since we don't know if it will be back. I don't imagine they would get. I mean, these seem like 2 of their most popular shows, so I wouldn't imagine they would get rid of them. But they did get rid of The Resident, so
Except The Resident wasn't as good as it had been in the past. I mean, I don't know what the ratings look like for 911, but both shows have been pretty good.
yeah. I mean, I think The Resident just after Emily Van Camp left, it just started going downhill, unfortunately. She must have been the glue that really held that show together. And then as soon as she left, it just started unraveling. That is all we have for tonight. Very good episodes. And I think next week is definitely going to be some really good ones for sure, especially with that organ trafficking. That looks really good. Don't forget to check out our socials. Facebook is 911 Family Fan Club. And don't forget to tune in next week. Of course, Sunday is our Fox night where we talk 911 Lone Star. And Tuesday is our NBC night where we talk all 3 Chicago shows. And then Wednesday is ABC nights where we talk Grey's Anatomy and 911. Grey's Anatomy and Station 19. Thanks for joining us, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Loving our content? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to share our podcast with your family and friends. We want to continue the conversation with you. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok under Fandom Family Chats, or one of our ever-growing Facebook groups by searching Family Fan Club. We've also launched a website, Family Fan Club 2021 at wixsite.com. You can email us there and keep checking it for announcements and merch coming soon. And of course, be sure to tune in every week for new episodes discussing all your favorite shows.